Hello. So it is days away from the new league, and look at all these changes. They go on for days. So, what build should you play? Well, there's a few recommended by GGG. I've been working on some, as you can see. Now, we'll take it through one build at a time so it's not so confusing. First, we have Earthquake. Obviously, the melee changes and stuff. This will be probably something you see often. Earthquake, we have. This is obviously the alternate that you can choose to. I recommend you try it out once you get the gem from the lab. We have Earthquake with Volatility, Melee Fizz Damage, Fortify, Brutality, and Fist of War. Now, with all of them and the total quality, you'll be needing a lot of strength, so Marauder is the play. To run with it, we have Defiance Banner, increased duration and increased area of effect, because if you don't know, which you probably do by now, banners got changed, so on your back they do nothing. You have to put them down, so we need duration and we need area of effect to make them better. Rally Cry, pretty much war cries are going to be your go-to because obviously totems are dead. RIP totems. Connected to Life Tap because most of our mana is going to be coming to do our attacks. So we have Blood and Sand. You can read the description. Leap Slam with Life Tap and faster attacks. So we can leap around a lot more. This is our mobility mainly. Or get out of jail card. So once you get this quite early on, you'll be going boing, boing, boing all over the place. So it is actually quite handy. Intimidating Cry with Life Tap again. As I said, all our mana will be going into Earthquake. Vulnerability to get the Fizz damage increase, or they take more. It's virtually the same thing. Determination will be our aura. This is on the old POB. It is actually 1026 or something instead of the 251. So do take that in mind. We will have half the aura effect, but our armor will be increased by having the new bases. So that's Earthquake. It is a potentially quite a powerful build. Once we get it undergoing, you might need to just get it undergoing before you feel it, so do give it a try and give it some time to build into it. Next up I'll show you is Dual Strike. Now this Dual Strike does come with one of the new mechanics, the retaliation, and I'll tell you which one in a sec. Dual Strike. Now we have Impale, Melee Fizz Damage, Brutality, Fortify, and Multi-Strike. Now, I can't obviously show you the gem for the retaliation, but sword, we'll have a look at my notes. It is Sword Storm is the retaliation that we are going, along with War Banner, and as I said with the previous one, increased duration, increased effect because of the change to War Banner. Flesh and Stone with Enlighten when you get it, if you get it, otherwise just run it by itself. Blood Rage, increased duration and efficiency. Whoa, that was difficult. Leap Slam, Life Tap with faster attacks, so we can do it more often. And Molten Shell with duration and efficiency. Effectivency. However you say that word. So we have Dual Strike whilst running the Sword Storm retaliation. So we have Earthquake and Dual Strike. We have Earthquake, Dual Strike, and now Rain Arrow. No, Storm Rain. Why? Don't know why that was in my head. Storm Rain is obviously Ranger. This will not be Ranger, it will be Warden, because we are using Barkskin along with all this. So this be Warden, not Raider. Storm Rain, Mirage Archer, LE damage with attacks, Ballista Totem, Elemental Proliferation, and increased crit damage. Now you can choose to Ballista Totem or not. But we move on to Blink Arrow with Life Tap, just to do some of our mana stuff. Blood Rage. There's the details, just in case you want to see what it is. Conductivity, to increase lightning damage. Then our auras will be Precision and Grace. And as I said before, the Warden will now have, well, the Warden will now exist, and the skill that's missing is Barkskin. And if you like the bow type, then you can play it, but I reckon second or third character get onto this, just so you got some stuff already good to go. I do recommend, if you're going to play any of the three so far, that you either play Dual Strike or Earthquake. Obviously, if you're into playing with bows, go that, or as one of my other videos, the Tornado Shot, Ice Shot, or Lightning Arrow. They are still going, in my opinion, going to be good enough to play as a league starter. Now we have Wild Strike. Wild Strike is not something I see people playing very often, so it was interesting to add this, so I did. Now Wild Strike does have ally damage with attacks, control, destruction, inspiration, and ally pro lift. Now, as you can see, there is only 4 extras, so you could add whatever you want. Obviously, it's up to you. Flame Dash is our mobility skill, Blood Rage, Conductivity, and then Precision and Grace. It's not a stacked out skill, but that is what was demonstrated, and that is what I will show you. Now, as you can see, the Wild Strike does all that. It's attack, melee, strike, lightning, cold, fire, projectile, AoE, chaining, and prismatic. I'm not sure there's another skill that's actually got as many tags in its bit. So under here, you might want to go whichever damage you choose to go. So it's totally up to you, and it's the Raider and Warden because we use Barkskin as well. Pretty much what they want you to do, and probably will be best unless you have a build that's set to go, is to use the Barkskin. Obviously, it's totally up to you. Now, this one will either be very, very, very good, or be a little wanting, but it is sweep with cruelty, melee damage, control destruction, inspiration, ally proliferation. We have the banners with a duration and area effect. Again, because the banner change on your back, they're useless, so we put them down. Blood Rage with Life Tap. These melee builds, because of the change, most of them will have Life Tap as part of the skills of here, so you can go full out with your melee, with your main attack. Rally Cry Life, Leap Slam, life tap, faster attacks, molten shell with life tap, bit of extra defense, and vulnerability. So that's sweep, and as you can see, we are using pretty much all reds with a couple of other things. You can choose to cap them out wherever you want, but we're probably going to go the Marauder, just for the strength and all that of all the skills. So we have sweep, lightning, wild strike. We have storm, rain, jewel strike, and earthquake. As you can see, got a lot of POBs, and we have 4 days and a few hours to go. I'll be working on some more things, trying some more things, and filling out some of the stuff. But skill wise, we got to wait for the actual changes to be shown and POBs and stuff to be converted, so we can actually see what skill nodes and everything's on the tree. But that is 5 builds that are recommended, and few honorable mentions I will say actually is the ball lightning, lacerate of hemorrhage, and heavy strike. So if you want to go those three should be okay to go for League Starter. But let me know what you think about the builds and the skills that I showed, and hit all those buttons and donate under the video if you wish to. That would be appreciated, and goodbye and catch you next time. So many. Still going. Oh look, earthquake. Still going. Still going. Sheesh. Yay! Wall strike.